Angelo here, Hollywood filmmaker, greatest screenwriter in the history of the world, recovering homeless guy. I need to sit for a minute. My backpack is so heavy with my skates and some clothes in it. I'm at the bus stop. Let's see if hopefully the bus comes. I don't understand what's going on with the buses, if they're actually running the normal routes or not, because of the Culver City Council reconfiguring the roads, ripping out bike lanes, like total doo-doo heads, and the buses weren't running the normal routes. So I had to get another bus here. Fortunately, there's another bus line that runs. So I was rollerblading tonight with the Skate Honeys. We rollerbladed all around Culver City. It was beautiful. I took a few short videos of it. It's Halloween day. I didn't get a picture of myself in my costume, but it was just it's supposed to be a lady pilgrim. I got it from a thrift store, but it just kind of looked like a French maid. But the skirt was like down to my ankles. It's pretty cool wearing a skirt. I was like, hey, that's fun. I feel free. And such nice people out. Everybody I talked to was so happy to talk to me. I'm feeling more and more comfortable out here. And also people, or what am I talking about? My skating has gotten so much better. I'm just checking to see if the bus is coming. If it does, I'm just going to abruptly end the stream. But I might just walk the mile or so to my bike because I really don't know if the bus is going to come or not. But it was beautiful. My skating has gotten so much better. I can't believe it. I should be skating more. I can brake better, way better. Like, way better. I'm just so confident at, like, planting my foot down. It's called a T-stop. It's hard to... Okay, I can't really show it. But it's like when you're skating here like this, and then you put one foot and drag the wheels behind you. So it's kind of like a T. That can be a very difficult maneuver to learn. It's very like precise how you have to get it right. But once you get it, it locks it in so well. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of practice for me. It was awesome. There were some newer skaters. I talked to people who like did it when they were kids and then haven't done it in a while and got it back to it. One person let me store my backpack in the trunk of her car because no way I'm skating with this thing on. I always just count when we're out here. I just count on somebody always being willing to let me put my backpack in their trunk, and it was nice sitting in luxury, not luxury, but she had a Tesla. That was cool. Although even she said, like, yeah, like I got this years ago, but now, like, it's like it's questionable. Do I want to be supporting Elon Musk, that jerk? And I need to eat something after this, I know that. But let's see if the bus is going to come. I wouldn't really mind walking, but if there's going to be a bus, I want to catch it because this is hard on my back. But it was awesome. I didn't crash once. It's amazing. A guy bumped into me pretty hard. What's the advantage of skates over blades? I don't know if there's really an advantage, one or the other. Now, I use rollerblades. I have skated on quads before. All I can tell you is, like, one does not translate into the other. Like, I'm getting decent on rollerblades. I rented some quads at a roller rink a few months ago, and it was rough for me doing that. It was like having bars of soap strapped to my feet, wet bars of soap. And I saw for somebody else who, like, was used to quads and was riding rollerblades, and they were really good on quads from what I remember. I don't exactly remember who the person was, but I remember this experience that they were saying, like, whoa, like it doesn't translate at all. So it's I will say, I think quads are more stylish. They're much more fashionable. They look cooler. But it's just different. I don't really know if you can say like one is whatever. One has an advantage over the other. I do think quads look cooler for sure. Rollerblades are beautiful too. So it's just personal preference. I don't know. In my opinion, rollerblades are a little bit easier to, I don't know if this bus is actually coming. Rollerblades are a little bit easier to learn. I don't know. But that's just my feeling. Like, first time I skated was on quads, and actually, believe it or not, I rolled out onto Culver City streets way overconfident because I did the little Ivy Station, the courthouse, or courtyard, not courthouse, courtyard skating training. I was like, oh, this is pretty easy. I got the hang of it. No, I was pretty scared. Not like terrified, but just scared, like, oh crap, I'm not good at this. Surprisingly, did not fall once that first time riding out there. And there were other people about as scared as I was. Like, we almost just bumped into each other and grabbed each other. Because when you're going to hit someone on your skates, that's pretty much all you can do is just grab them and like hold each other for a few seconds to make sure you don't fall. But a guy bumped into me kind of hard tonight, and he's a really good skater. He just didn't see me. Bumped into me, and it was pretty hard. Before, that would have knocked me over for sure. This time, I saved myself from falling. It was so cool. I'm like, wow, I'm just getting better. And also what happened, I went down, we skated at this hotel, and we went down this ramp at the hotel, and I'm like, oh shit, this ramp is leading straight into the street. Like, I can't T-brake. I can't do my T-braking well enough to stop at this speed. So I'm like, well, I see it's got the handicapped accessible, like the little ramp down from the sidewalk to the street. Yeah, this bus, I think for sure it should have come by now, I think. I don't know. I'll wait a few minutes. I gotta sit. But I went down this, like, for me, a fairly big ramp at a hotel, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm looking to see, are there cars on the road? And I go down this fairly big ramp, I'm gaining some speed, and I'm like, okay, once I get off the sidewalk down the, the curb, like the little ramp for, like, a handicapped accessible, a ramp on sidewalks that, there we have all over America, into the gutter. Once I roll down that, I'm gonna have to turn right really sharply to stay on our route. I did that, and somehow I didn't crash. And I was going fast. Before, when I've tried to turn that hard, going fast, I crashed. And it was on the same route, not at the same spot. More or less the same route. But I couldn't believe it, and I literally yelled out, I can't believe I did that! And this girl on a skateboard looked over. I don't think she knew what I was talking about. I talked to her later. I explained to her, and she was so nice. Like, everybody was nice. Everybody's so freaking nice. Like, that girl, like, I was talking to her, and she was just like, yeah, I enjoy coming out with it. Like, it was just casual conversation. It's weird. Movies build up the idea that skaters are jerks and, like, the bad kind of punks, not the good punks, like the rock punks, the people who fight for equality and, like racial harmony and all that stuff, uplifting the poor and the marginalized. Not those kind of punks, but they make it seem like punks, like people who are arrogant and stuff. This is not what I see at all. I mean, maybe some people harbor those feelings, but this bus, fuck. When am I making my office hours appearance? Good question. Yeah, I'm busy. I can't be on the show. Also, I don't really know what I would call in to talk about. The show's great. I love it. Like, it's, to me, the funniest show around right now. But, yeah, I just don't know what I would say on it. I did call in, or send in a video for a pun that they kind of goofed on and made fun of because I kind of messed up the pun. I didn't realize it on their pre-recorded episode a few months ago, like last July or June. And I'm like, oh, they made a good point, but now I feel terrible. I feel like I let them down with my substandard pun. But it was funny. Tim made fun of it, and that really made me laugh, and it made Vic laugh. I'm just going to wait like another minute if this bus is going to come. But I've been going through a lot lately. Depersonalization, derealization. I'm getting through it. I don't understand what's going on with the bus schedule. This is so humiliating in a way. Like, you can't just rely on the bus to run when the transit app says it will. Because there's like detours, because the conservative Culver City Council, those senseless people voted to rip out the bike lanes, and when they did that, wow, that Tesla Model X just like hauled ass. from that. It was kind of impressive, but it's also kind of scary how powerful its acceleration is. Is the bus going to come now that I've left the bus stop? But yeah, they voted to rip them out, and they had to rip out the bike lanes, which were next to the bus lane, combine the bus and bike lanes. So we still have a bike lane, but it's combined with the bus lane, which is not ideal. You don't want to be riding a bike in front of a bus. And added an extra lane of traffic. And so the bike lane now, they had to sand down the street to get rid of the bike paint, the green bike paint. So now the streets are rougher. And so people were commenting on that afterwards, because I posted in a group chat for the skate honeys, like, yeah, watch out, the streets are rougher now. I ride it on my bike, I see it. And people were talking about it afterwards. I'm like, yeah. And one guy was from Austria. He's here for a few months for an internship. And he's like, yeah, it's a shock here. Like, the roads are so much bigger. He's like, I miss the public transportation. It's nicer in Austria. So we have a lot to learn from the rest of the world about how to run things. And we really need, I believe there's way more progressive people and decent people who would support transit infrastructure and bike lanes and stuff. But our lives are so atomized, and we're so crushed down by the weight of, I'm just making sure, of, capitalism and trying to pay rent. We can never organize and have solidarity, and the minute you speak up about that stuff, you're under threat of being fired, and they'll get someone else to replace you, so you stand to be homeless. But employers won't tell you that. They'll just say, no, we welcome all your opinions here, blah, 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 all that crap. Whoa, shit. Yeah, this is not, it doesn't feel safe how fast cars are going next to me here. Let's see, convenience store. Should I get something quick to eat? Nah, not from 7-Eleven. I'm not paying that place. Cool, 5 people here. Look like I'm just gonna walk, and I don't know if I stand to catch a bus or not on this route, but it's like a mile to my bike where it's locked up. It's secure bike parking. So it's safe. We saw a lot of trick-or-treaters out in the neighborhoods. It's cool when people are out on the streets, and people were cheering us. I high-fived several people who were just excited to see rollerbladers, and they just stuck out their hands to high-five us. That shows what's possible with people-powered streets, not streets built for this. It's just asphalt everywhere, built for cars. Gente de zona. And we need all this space here for the one car on the road. And if the city council in Culver City valued the people here, they would pay the bus drivers more. We'd have more bus frequency, and you could get around like a civilized person with the bus. I'm not going to take an Uber or a Lyft unless I'm truly desperate for it. And I did once when the metro line was weirdly closed and I had no idea, and I had to make it way across town. And yeah, I'm not going to do it, especially for just a mile trip. I should be able to take a bus. That's what a civilized society would do. But the conservative city council, I checked the website for Culver City. They pay bus drivers $39,000 a year a start, so a little over $3,000 a month. They pay cops $70,000 a year to start. Median rent in Culver City, according to Zillow. Now, Culver City, to be clear, is a city inside Los Angeles County. Los Angeles County has 80-some cities in it. And there's also the city of LA. It's all complicated. But, oh God, this backpack is so heavy. So median rent in Culver City, because of lots of single-family housing and wealthy white homeowners who want to keep their property values up and make it illegal for more affordable housing to be built here. Median rent, according to Zillow, $3,100 a month. So a little over $3,000 a month. If you remember what I said about bus driver pay is a little over $3,000 a month. Meaning, basically, you can't really afford to live in Culver City if you want to drive the bus. So it's a crappy system. We don't have enough frequency, and they don't value bus drivers, and people don't get when they complain about, I don't see a bus in the bus lane. Simple fuck. Who do you think pays the bus drivers and doesn't pay them enough to hire enough? Because people aren't going to be bus drivers if you get paid this crap pay. The city pays them, and they make it a priority not to pay them well. So people act like, what? Like, what's the argument? I don't see buses in the bus lane, so what's the point of the bus lane? Why don't you advocate for, are you saying there should be more bus frequency? Then why don't you advocate for better bus pay? You realize that's a thing you can speak up for. But for conservatives, that's besides the point. They're chauvinistic and hard-headed. I get it. I used to be a conservative. Not proud of it. Oh, this backpack is so heavy. I definitely better off not waiting for the bus. It was not coming. Oh, God damn it.
I'm short. I can't. I'm short.
Yeah, let's check it somewhere.
Okay. Second Waldo costume I've seen tonight. Oh yeah, if you're just joining me, I don't have a picture of my costume I wore. I just got something from a thrift store. The only thing that would fit me there, which was it was supposed to be a Lady Pilgrim outfit, but it just looked like a French maid outfit, but the skirt went all the way down to my ankles. So it definitely did not look like a Lady Pilgrim. You need the bonnet for it, and the bonnet I got was shit. Somebody tried to help me on. She was really nice. She tried to help me put it on. She couldn't even figure out like what kind of bonnet is that. Like, it's not even made well at all. Like, the way it was, where the strings were attached, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It was just this white sheet flapping over my head, and it was going to make it hard to skate. So, because I couldn't see, like, with my peripheral vision. So, forget the bonnet. The boot and the bonnet. Oh, I wish I lived here right now. I could just walk inside. But it was a beautiful night of skating. I'm really happy that I did that. I've been going through a lot with DPDR. I wish I was making more videos, like just talking to people, but I'm exhausted. I'm doing so much, like, day to day. I'm trying to rest enough. Tonight I almost thought about not coming to the skate meetup. I'm glad I did. I met such nice people. And also, I just see my skating is getting so much better. I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to keep this up. Maybe I don't know. I want to make a movie about rollerblading and biking and active transportation. I want to make something about that world that gets people to be really excited about it and want to, like, start these communities where they live.
Why learn this? I don't need to.
Oh, God. Why does the bus have to do this? Seriously, if my mom was out, like, what the hell? She should be able, if she was here, she should expect to be able to take a bus around. But this shows our conservative Culver City Council's crappy priorities. And also, it's extremely racist of them. I'll say bus drivers are disproportionately people of color. The bus riders are by far, like, people with lower income, typically, and then disproportionately people of color, black and brown people. And so by not having enough bus frequency, you're advancing a white supremacist agenda. You're shutting black and brown people out largely from life in Culver City. And it's a deliberate choice. It just, you don't have the baggage of saying racial slurs or calling for racial segregation, because all you have to do is just neglect the bus drivers, just ignore them, and keep adding money, tens of millions of dollars a year, to the police budget. Any chance a bus is gonna come by? Oh shit, I almost hit a telephone pole. Good thing I'm wearing my helmet. Another bus stop. And no buses. A bunch of grocery bags here. Well, this is interesting. Yeah. Also, interesting trash can. This is like the tiniest trash receptacle entrance. Alright, there's a self-driving Waze car. I almost could have just rollerbladed this. Except this backpack is fucking heavy. I wouldn't want to do that. Because being able to stop, sometimes I do a spin to come to a stop. I'm getting better at that. With this backpack on, it's like having somebody pulling at my back with the weight. And also, I don't feel quite comfortable skating in the street at night, like a high-speed road like this. Yeah, even with that sign that says share the road. Okay, you can't really see it. But even with that sign, it says share the road, bikes can share the road, bikes may use full lane. Yeah, people aren't doing that because it's not safe. Oh, the driver almost ran a red light and they had to brake hard. Oh, I need water. God, I don't want to bike home either. I just want to pass out somewhere. But yeah, I've been going to a lot with the DPDR, but getting better. Doing my exercises to recover, relaxation. Trying to rest as much as possible. The problem is, I get up to go to the bathroom so much at night. No, it's not diabetes, it's not some other issue. It just, water goes through me quick, and especially when I don't eat much like I haven't been lately because I'm cutting on my diet to lose weight, which is successful. It's just that now water goes straight through me, and also just being hungry, it's harder to sleep. But I'm going to eat tonight. I'm not going to try and starve my body after skating for 90 minutes. That was awesome. People were so nice that I met. I do relaxation techniques like progressive muscle relaxation. Also, I learned this one. Just rubbing my chest. It gives me such a dump of adrenaline and energy. Big dumps. It helps just give me a lot of goosebumps. And I do that deep breathing while I'm rubbing my upper chest. I just kind of discovered it by accident. It helps me so much to feel relaxed and safe in my body and rewire my brain for safety when things just feel out of control and, feels like reality is all warped. Yeah, that building looks like a cruise ship. Yeah, I'm going to do this a little more. Just literally rubbing around my upper chest. And it seems like my right hand, it works better. Deep breathe. I get such goosebumps. And what I looked it up because I'm like, well, what are goosebumps really? I read it's adrenaline. So I'm like, oh, that sounds good. I'm releasing adrenaline. There's a part of me that wonders, should I just move to another country where the transit is better? The thing is, I love the people here. There's so much I love about LA. The film industry, of course, the weather, the different locales. You have the beach, you have the city, you have the mountains, you have forest, you have desert. You have, did I say the valley? it could be, it should be, okay, finally, I'm getting close to my bike. A transit utopia. But that threatens the profits of car makers and the oil industry and also real estate, because when you have lots of transit, you need denser housing. That means housing is more affordable. It means not as many single family homes around that are in single family zoned areas where it's illegal to make more affordable housing and more dense housing. How ridiculous is that? I want my house to be worth a lot, so I want to make it illegal for other people to live around me. How pig-headed is that? All right, almost there. Wait. Tell me what to do. Sorry, I don't want to show myself yawning. But yeah, there's no point in waiting for the bus. It's only like a mile walk to my bike. Do I stop somewhere in the... Oh God, I got another backpack I'm going to wear on my chest. Because I couldn't fit everything into my rollerblading backpack. I have it with my bike. But I'm wondering, like, do I pick up food somewhere? Like even like a convenience store, or what time is it? Grocery store is technically open. I really don't want to. Also, the grocery store that's open, I don't think they're gonna have much that I want. Like it's like ready to eat. What food do I have at home? Damn it, I ran out of those rice cakes I really like. Yeah, now at this point I could have skated, but this backpack's so heavy. I've had enough skating. Shit, it's nice to walk. My toes do kind of hurt being jammed in the skates. Not that they're very uncomfortable, it just... at some point maybe I'll get different skates or something, I don't know. Something like kind of some whatever inside my skates. Literally like getting goosebumps now. But everyone was so nice, man. I'm happy. Like it used to be, I would leave an event like that and feel sad. Like and not even, I don't mean even recently, but like in years past, I would leave something and feel sad that, oh, everyone's left and gone and I'm going home alone. I have to get in my car. That was always depressing. Being sealed off from everyone in a car. And now I don't feel that. I feel fulfilled. I'm like, that was great. I'm so happy. Let's do this more often. Let's have 4-day work weeks. Let's have guaranteed housing for everyone. Let's have guaranteed health care for everybody. Let's have free, at the point of use, mass transit. Frequent, reliable, safe, clean. Let's vote these bum conservatives out. And once you get the progressives in, you got to keep the pressure on them to make sure they pass a progressive agenda. And boy, that sounds strange in a way for me. Not that it's like new to me to say it, but I grew up a conservative. I was staunchly conservative. I think conservatives don't believe it now when I say, like, I read Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, Larry Elder, Rich Lowry, Tucker Carlson. What did I do? I skipped class in college to go get Sean Hannity's autograph for his book, Deliver Us from Evil. I had my picture taken with him, or took his picture, I forget. I wish I still had it just to prove to people, look, like I was there. I was this guy, but it wouldn't matter. I mean, I think it was a Polaroid camera I took it with. Sean Hannity. What a loser, scumbag, Trump-loving fascist. And his book, by the way, Deliver Us from Evil, even when I was a conservative, I didn't think it was good. I was like, this isn't impressive. It was just a book about how, like, there's evil in the world and we have to be ready to fight wars. And he, like, kind of justified why we fought in World War II and kind of tied it to fighting in Iraq. But even at the time, I was like, this isn't a very good book. It's not that compelling. Damn it, I need some food. But I hate eating too close to bed because then, it's like digesting food keeps me awake. Oh shit, I just missed the light. Oh, cool. A little dance party there. I cannot stay out late like that. Not on a weekday. Let's see, is there any shop here I could get food at? Probably not. Probably nothing open. I'm in a little plaza with a bunch of shops, but yeah, I don't want a big fucking meal. What do I have home? I have 2 slices of bread, which I'm saving for lunch tomorrow. I have rice and tuna and salmon, like something like that. And I have these medjool dates that I got from Trader Joe's that I put a bunch of them in a food processor with water, made a date puree with them. That's really good. It's like a great substitute for jelly. It's so much healthier, and it's easy to not overdo it because like it just makes you full. For me, it's like I don't want to eat a ton of it because it's just way too much. But it's like so sweet, but it's healthy. It's got like good nutrition. Another Luigi. I saw there was a Luigi skateboarding with us tonight. Yeah, nothing really open. Oh, and we skated all through here. But I'm glad I went back with everybody and talked to people. It's so nice. Damn it, this backpack is heavy. Yeah, I wish I had some rice cakes because I would just put like peanut butter and the date puree on that. I don't like eating the date puree by itself. It's like without the contrast of the rice cakes or something like that. Not fun. But I don't want to use up my bread because I only have 2 slices left and I'm using it for my lunch, or not lunch, but just a snack tomorrow. Is there anything open? No, there's nothing open. I can practically see it where my bike is, but I have to walk another quarter mile or so. I need my water. Oh, Dodgers won the Super Bowl. Whatever. Yeah, they proved themselves to be the best football team in the nation. They won the World Series against the Yankees of all teams. That's pretty cool. I'm happy. I'm excited. I like baseball. I like sports. I just have no time to watch them. I did listen to Game 2, a lot of it on the radio, but I fell asleep at like the 7th inning because I was so freaking tired. Why did this person just put their high beams on? It's Tesla driving. Oh, got the crosswalk. People should just walk around with helmets in general. It's safer. Let's see, I have some rice, some like frozen rice at home that I really want to have. Oh wait, I have some bananas. And they're gonna go bad, so I could have a banana with this, all this skating. Like, I don't want to starve my body. Like, not now with the DPDR, where I really can't. It's debatable whether I should have been out tonight or just rested, but I'm glad I did because it was a beautiful experience. But with the DPDR, it's like you don't want to fatigue your body too much. You want to make sure you're rested because that can trigger the trauma symptoms of basically the freeze response that DPDR is. But I'm getting better, and yeah, I have a banana, so I could maybe microwave that, maybe not, I don't care, and put some almond butter and date puree on it. Be nice. Like, nothing too heavy. It just sucks eating heavy food, like a lot of protein before bed. It just feels shitty. I feel my stomach like working overtime to digest it all. But tonight, man, I'm getting a lot better on my skates. I can't believe it. Like, I'm getting really confident. And I want luminous wheels too. So there are wheels for skates. They don't take batteries. They work with, like, they get lit up by the kinetic energy of the wheel turning. So they basically don't run out of power. Like, the power is just when you're moving. And they're beautiful. And it's also kind of good as a safety feature because you're more visible that way. What's my weight at? I actually just weighed myself, I think, the other day. I was surprisingly at 153. I say surprisingly because I definitely lost fat. And it could have just been like food volume and water weight in me, because I was 152 or 53 a few days before and I was fatter. So that, it just, you know, you can fluctuate a few pounds without really showing it just because of like the food volume in you or water weight. I've been hovering around that weight for quite a while, and I wanted to cut down, and it's kind of hard. Like, if I'm doing this much activity, it's not good for me to like cut down that much. It's like, it's not even about the hunger. It's my body is screaming for nutrition. It's like traumatizing my body, and my body thinks like I'm trying to kill it, and it kind of makes the diet hard. So it's like, you have to diet smart. Like, you can't hit it way too hard and be way too overactive. It's just hard with life, and I really want to rest more. But anyways, yeah, that's partly why I don't try and push too hard by going out rollerblading too much. One, I need the sleep. Two, I don't need to be like exerting myself so hard right now while I'm recovering from DPDR. Oh, one more beautiful block until I get my bike. Come on, light, change. Why do we have this ridiculous system where, as opposed to Paris, they finally crossed the threshold where more people are riding bikes than than are driving cars, or maybe it was just like more bike trips were taken than cars. I forget the exact metric, but it was something like that. It was really amazing. And I'm like, that's what we got to do here. Paris, they had to like really make a lot of changes to do that. Oh, nice. Somebody, so beautiful. Like, somebody was so nice to me there. We exchanged phone numbers, and because I said I'm not on social media, but I'm like, oh yeah, I could share my YouTube channel with them. But she just texted me back, and it was just friends, but she's like, oh, thank you, like, you're so nice, so nice, great skating with you, please let's keep in touch. I'm like, that's awesome. Like, how amazing is that? I can't even believe it. I really can't believe it. And that person's only in town for a few days, but we'll stay in touch. And she just said, like, yeah, share any stories and stuff. I'm like, oh, how cool is that? So what's Justin saying here? Justin said, congrats, thank you. Yeah, I had to learn how to diet right and dial in my nutrition. And I'm not perfect about it, but a main thing for me is just like knowing what my macronutrient range should be. And if I want to dial it up and bulk up, I can do that. If I want to dial it down and cut, I can do that. And it's just super consistent. And my metabolism's running well. I'm not perfect at it, but I've been at a good weight for well over a year now, and that's a big change. That my whole life I was struggling. I was never like really hugely overweight. At one point, yeah, I was kind of too much, like 200 pounds or so. Hard to believe now that I was ever that heavy. But yeah, it's great to just know like consistently where I should be, and I can eat foods I enjoy, and I'm not guessing and wondering like, oh man, how much do I have to starve myself or whatever. No, it's like I know what I have to eat. But Justin says you're 351 because of bone spurs, can't walk for too long. Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, diet is so important, especially if you're limited in your exercise. Try and dial in the diet right. And it's not about starving yourself or just basic healthy stuff like, oh, chicken and vegetables. No, even though I don't need, I'm not like trying to be as precise about it as I was before, where I measured every day, like how many grams of protein I got and carbs and fats, and tried to get it exact. And almost I was neurotic about it. And I got really thin. At one point I was 138 pounds. It's about like, knowing your basic range of macronutrients to get your metabolism kick-started, to get it functioning right, so your body utilizes all the nutrition you give it. And not only now your metabolism's running better, but now you also know how to dial it in. You should eat, whatever. For a certain weight range, you want to get to maybe 170 grams of protein a day, 190 grams of carbs, and maybe 90 grams of fats. And you can just dial it in from there. What should I do? And I don't want something super sweet. I'm not trying to eat like a donut now or anything, even though that does sound good. Damn, that sounds really good. But my bike is here, so I'm going to get going. But Justin, thanks for sharing. And good luck to you. I know it's hard. It sucks feeling like a prisoner in your body. And, we should take the shame out of it. It's a matter of, but I get it. You can't help but feel bad about certain things. I'm not saying you do necessarily. But yeah, that's just my thoughts for what it's worth. If you could get your nutrition dialed into like the macronutrients and then just make it good sources of it. Like I say, don't eat protein bars. That's all processed stuff. If you're going to eat protein, get it from protein powder, that's fine. Like whey protein powder, chicken, tofu. I've been eating a lot of tofu lately. And a lot of chicken, that's just been a constant. Some turkey. I stay away from red meats now because I know it probably makes my cholesterol go high, and it's a lot of processed meats. And carbs I get, a lot of oatmeal, or a lot of it is from oatmeal. And the bread, Ezekiel bread, because it doesn't even use flour. It's sprouted like lentils and wheat. It's really healthy for you, and no added sugar in it. I hate added sugar in bread. It's so stupid to me. It's just poison. You don't need it. And Ezekiel bread also makes tortillas that I can get at Trader Joe's. And fats, it's pretty basic. Usually just like nuts or nut butter, like almond butter, peanut butter. And I get it not with the hydrogenated oils, but like the basically organic, like just mixed with water. And fish too, like sardines and salmon. And those are also good sources of protein. So anyways, that's my thoughts, but keep at it, Justin. And thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna get my bike and go home and eat something. I'm really thinking, like, should I get a donut? Should I? It wouldn't be a bad idea. And it can help you fall asleep if you're feeling like me right now. But I don't know what I think. My back is hurting with this backpack on. It's so heavy. Right here. You can barely see it. All right, everyone. I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. Bye.